Welcome back to Leaders Recon. I'm Javi. Today I'm going to show you how to create and save an off-road route using two platforms, Trails Offroad and onX Offroad. First, let's start with Trails Offroad. What you want to do with Trails Offroad is you want to first open up your browser, your web browser. Once you open up that web browser, then the next thing you want to do is click on Trails Offroad. Once you go to Trails Offroad, the next thing you want to do is go to your trail maps. Once you click your trail maps, you'll be able to zoom in the area that you want to actually do your trail. In this case, if you notice, the trail I'm looking at is around the Kofa Wilderness or Kofa National Wildlife Refuge. And the trail that I want to do, if you notice, there's a bunch of trails. You got trails that are in orange, trails that are in green. Those are just the difficulty ratings. Green being easy, orange being intermediate. So I want to do the intermediate trail, which is this trail here, the Kofa Cabin and Jasper Springs trail. If you want to know more about this trail, you can just click on it and you'll notice it'll take you straight to the trail, and in this trail guide it will show you a lot of information about the trail. It shows you things where you can upload or download into Gaia GPS, download the GPX files and trail experiences and so forth and so on. You could see there's quite a few informational things here, but the thing that I like the most is trail videos. So if you click on trail videos, it allows you to actually get a glimpse of the trail video itself. So as you can see, as I clicked it, it goes ahead and shows you the actual trail that you're going on. So that's a good thing. That's what I like about it, because it gives me a first-hand look at what the trail looks like. Next, I'm gonna go back to the trail map. And at the trail map, you'll see once again, in the area that I want to go. I'm going to zoom out because when I create the trail, there's going to be certain things that I need to notice. So if you look over here, I'm going to make this a little bigger so you can see more of the map. If you notice over on this side here, you have a bunch of icons. This is the particular icon that you want to work off of. This icon is your create your track icon. Once you click it, it gives you an area off to the left where you can fill it out. So I'm going to call this a trail route. Okay. As far as notes are concerned, I'm not going to put any notes on there because I don't need anything. And then it gives you colors. You can choose whatever color. I'm going to choose black. It stands out a little better. So now that I'm here, at the trail that I'm looking at, I could still move this around, as you can see. I can zoom in, and so what I want to do is, what I want to show you is, this is the Interstate 10. This is the trail or the highway I'm going to go, and I'm going to exit off of Vicksburg Road. So I want to start my trail here, and if you notice on Trails Off-Road, there are quite a few trails. You have this trail that's dotted green is an easy trail, but that's a scout route. If you have the all access pass, you'll be able to see scout routes. This green trail here is another trail, and the trail that I actually want to go to is this one right here that I'm circling. So in order to do that, I'll come up to the beginning of the trail, I'll click it. If you notice, there's a green dot. That's the start of the trail. So as I scroll down, what I do is I let the actual application or platform create the trail. So now as I come here, now you'll notice that there's a turn here. I can click on this to make it a trail or a waypoint, which is what I'm going to do. It'll show it as the ending, but I'm going to continue on. So as you notice, and this is what I wanted to show you, if you notice right here, I came to the trail that I'm actually going to do, and it went completely in a different direction, that's fine, because all you have to do is just come back up the trail a bit. As you can see, I don't want to go that route, so I come back up the trail. Don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. So now this is where the direction I want to go to. So because it did that, I click on it, and now I can start moving down. Once again, it does the same thing. Shows me the wrong thing. Shows me the wrong thing. So this is going to be finicky with me. But this is part of making a trail. So now I don't want to go that direction. Don't want to go that direction. So as you start going through making your trail, you can click on this as many times as you like until you find the way that you want to go, and I want to end it right here. So now I've created my trail from where I left, from where I started to the end point, and you'll notice they have different waypoints, and as you go through on the actual map, it'll show you the route that you're taking. Once that's done, you have a place here where it tells you add to a list. I have an Overlanding Veterans list. I click on Overlanding Veterans and I hit save. Now once that's saved, you'll notice that now I have on Trails Off-Road, I have a trail that I've created from when I started to when I'm going to finish it. I also have it on my list, and this is where it becomes really simple. Because I've already created this trail, all I have to do now is click export, and it'll export, and it's going to be called trail route. Pretty simple. It becomes a GPX file. It's called trail route, and now I'm going to come over, open up a new tab. I'm going to go into now onX Offroad. Once I get into onX Offroad and wait to sign in, what it's going to do now, it's going to open up the browser and go straight to onX Offroad. And it's really simple, and this is the part that I like, is once you create a route in one platform, you create a GPX file, you can transfer that file to another platform. So now if I hit my content, I'm going to import this file. You're going to click here where it says select from your computer. As you can see right here, it says trail route. Click on that. I hit open. Once I hit the import, it's going to import that trail route for me. Once that trail route gets imported, as it's going through its process here, sometimes takes a little bit of time, but once you have the process done here, you'll see that it's showing on the map, or it downloaded, it's complete. Now I'm going to hit show on the map. Once I hit show on the map, you'll notice that this trail here is the trail that I created. Since it's this turquoise color, you can go in there and change it. You can add it to different folders. You could share it if you're going to share with people. But as you can see, this turquoise trail is the actual trail that I'm going to be taking from beginning to end on my onX Offroad. Now if you have other different platforms, if you have Garmin GPS and you want to download it into your Garmin GPS, you can absolutely do that. There's a lot of things that you can do on there, and this is by far one of the easiest ways that you can do trail routes. And you can do it vice versa. You can open up onX Offroad, do the exact same trail, map it out, save it, and then you can export it into a GPX file, which then you can transfer it over into Trails Offroad or any other mapping software that you use, platform that you use. Now the good thing about it is that having this, you're able to create the routes. You're able to do a lot of things that you want to do. And one thing that I always tell people is it's always good for you to have multiple apps running, because once you've downloaded this Trails Off-Road onto the website, it'll automatically get transferred on to your mobile app as well as your onX Off-Road too, which is a good thing for you to have, because now you have multiple devices that you can use. With onX Off-Road, you can download offline maps, so that way if you're in an area that has no service, you have an ability to go ahead and get that service going. So this is pretty much an easy down and dirty way of creating routes. You can do it through Trails Off-Road, you can do it through onX Off-Road. This was the Trails Off-Road making the routes. I'm going to go ahead and do another video using onX Off-Road so that you can see the difference between the two. So this is the video. I hope you liked it. If you did, hit that subscribe, share, give me a comment. Maybe it'll help me out in the future. But before I go, I'd like to say, before you head out, always check the weather, your trail conditions, download your maps, and tell somebody your plan, because you won't want to be out there, something happens to you, you have no way of communicating, but somebody knows that you're out there. You want to bring a lot of supplies, well, not a lot, but be prepared. You know, as a Boy Scout, when I was a Boy Scout, they always tell us be prepared. So bring supplies, bring backup navigation methods. I have Starlink as well as a Zoleo, so I always have a backup to the backup. And pretty much that's how I create and save routes using Trails Off-Road and onX Off-Road. Thank you for watching. I'm Javi. This is Leaders Recon. See you on the next adventure.